Welcome back to part 2 of the practice test questions and answers. We're on to the problems at this point. So number 22, without any further delay, ammonia, typical ingredient in household cleaners, produced through a combination of reaction involving N2 plus H2. So we're going to need a balanced equation, N2, H2, and H3. And to balance that, I'm going to need a 2 right here and a 3 right there. So if we got 12 moles of H2, we don't know how many moles of ammonia are produced. Now, since it's moles to moles, we don't need any molar mass. We just start with our 12 moles of H2, 2 moles in H3, which is the find, 3 moles H2, which is the given, moles cancel. 12 times 2 divided by 3. Well, we could cancel a little if we wanted to. The 12 and the 3 would make 4 and 1, so it'd be 8 moles in H3. The compound tin 2 fluoride of stannous fluoride used in toothpaste, according to the following reaction, 45 grams of HF. React with 10. How many grams of stannous fluoride? So how many grams can be produced? So we'll start with our 45 grams HF. 1 mole of HF is 19 plus 1.01, 20.01 grams of HF. Sorry, that H doesn't look like an H, does it? Now it does. Grams of HF cancel, times 1 mole SnF2 over 2 moles HF. And then we need the molar mass of SnF2. It's 156.71. Moles are canceling. So 45 divided by 20.01 divided by 2 times 156.71, and you should get something approximately 176 grams. Number 24, the combustion of methane can be described 150 moles of carbon dioxide. What mass in grams of methane? Oh, I like this pencil. So we'll start with 150 moles CO2. We already got moles, so we don't need more mass, times 1 mole CH4 is 1 mole CO2, using the numbers from the balanced equation. And then we do want grams, so we need the molar mass of CH4. Oh, that's not working good. The 16.04 grams CH4 is 1 mole CH4. So 150 times 16.04, 16.05, sorry, 16.05. 150 times 16.05, that's a big number. It's around 2,400 grams of CH4. It's actually 2,407.5 grams, but we've only got two sig figs here. The 15 are the sig figs. So we should have 2 in the answer. So 2,400. You could say 2.4 times 10 to the third if you prefer. I don't, but you might. All right, number 25, what mass in grams of the product would be produced if 625 milliliters of oxygen reacted STP? Well, we got to turn that into liters, so 0.625 liters, because there's 1,000 milliliters in a liter, so we're going to divide that 625 by 1,000. So we want to know the mass in grams of the product. This product is right here. So we'll start with 0.625 liters of oxygen. We know that each mole of oxygen at STP occupies a volume of 22.4 liters. We know there are 2 moles Al2O3 for every 3 moles of O2. And if we just knew the molar mass of Al2O3, which I believe I have written down here, as 101.96. So we'll cancel everything that cancels. So 0.625 divided by 22.4 times 2/3, that was 101.9, and I got 1.90 grams aluminum oxide. Number 26, if 50.8 grams of calcium carbonate to produce 26.4 grams of CaO, what is the percent yield? So the 26.4 then is the actual yield. We need to calculate the theoretical yield. So we'll start with our 50.8 grams. 1 mole over 100.09 times, that's 1 mole CaO over 1 mole CaCO3. And then we need the mass of CaO, which is 5608 grams of CaO per 1 mole CaO. Moles cancel, grams cancel. 50.8 divided by 100.09 times 56.08, and I got 28.5 grams. That's my theoretical. So then I'm going to take my 26.4 grams, which was the actual. Remember, it's actual times the actual over theoretical times 100. So 26.4 grams divided by 28.5 grams times 100. And I'm getting 92.6%. And we'll do this essay question and call it a video. Based on the following reaction of 1 mole of A is allowed to react with 2 moles of B, which reactant is the limiting reactant, and what amount of A2B can be, or A2B3 can be produced? Well, if we have 2 moles of A, we need 3 moles of B. If we have 1 mole of A, that's going to require 1.5 moles of B. Do we have 1.5 moles of B? Yes. Do we have more than 1.5 moles of B? Yes. So A is the limiting reactant. And what amount of A2B3 can be made? Well, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So if I got 1 mole, I'll make half a mole. To be made.
Lily Haynes and Hallie Pershing, please come to the office.
Sorry about that. passing period. And so there is the answer to this question. They left an awful lot of blank for that short of an answer. I guess you could write more sentences and stuff if you wanted to. I prefer to not. So that takes care of the first part, and then we will come back for the last page in another video. See you later.